When you sit down and you start to write yourself, do you have a predetermined idea, or is it just something which comes to you and you just go, yes, that's it, and you're away?
It's the last. Yeah, it's the latter. It just comes to me. I mean, every so often, the mood has influenced a song, but generally speaking, I'll just be sitting down with my guitar and I'll be strumming away, and something will just come to me, and it's. For me, it's the chords that come first and the lyrics come second. And I think when I first started writing songs, I didn't give as much thought to the lyrics. It was all about the melody, and I was always excited by chord progressions. But now I've come to realise that a complete song is about the lyrics too, about telling a story, and for somebody to listen to a song and be able to connect to it in some way is a magical thought, and I know that through lyrics you can do that now. But the actual songwriting process, the creativity, it just comes natural, and I just can't help it. And I seem to be more at ease writing late at night, which isn't the best thing when I have to go to work the next day, but it seems to be midnight and beyond that my guitar comes out and I just feel really creative. It's interesting because every songwriter is different, and some people have lyrics and they write the music to the lyrics, or vice versa. So it's interesting when you talk to other songwriters to hear how they're able to create a song. But for me, as I said, it's just happens really naturally. But it's a great feeling. There's nothing better than writing a song.
Have you ever considered writing with somebody else, or do you prefer just to work on your own with your guitar?
I mean, I think initially I never thought about writing for anyone else, but I've realised now that some of the songs I've written would be better suited to somebody else. Certainly some ballads that I've written, I would imagine a really classically trained person would sing it a lot nicer than I could, because I wouldn't class myself as having a really beautiful voice. I've mainly got a sound. So I think these days, if somebody heard a song and they really thought it would be better sung by someone else or performed by someone else, then I would certainly be open-minded about it, because the song is essentially what lives on, I think, more so than the artist. It's about the song. So predominantly it's all songwriting for me to perform, but I think I'd definitely keep any doors open.
Yeah, I think you got to, haven't you? Now at the moment...
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
At the moment, you're working in the studio, I understand, with a live band, or with a band?
Yeah, I am. I did some recording at the beginning of this year with my band, which was really good. And we're planning on doing some more next year. So where we are now, we're just doing lots of gigs, but we're basically writing a lot of new material. So hopefully at some point next year I'll be able to bring out some new music.
With a band like you have, do you find it's easy getting gigs in the UK? Because over here in Spain, it's notoriously difficult to get gigs for a band. Solo singers, people with backing tracks is not so bad, but to put a band on the road, it's very, very difficult. How do you find it in the UK?
Well, I mean, in the UK, I would say it's a lot easier. And being based in London, it's cities in the world for live music, so you literally can go every night of the week and perform. But as you said, the difficulty with the band is getting the band together. Everybody's got their own lifestyle, so getting everybody in the same place at the same time can be quite challenging. The problem I find in London is promoters always want you to bring X amount of people, and that, as a musician, puts pressure on yourself. And also, gigs aren't always paid, and that's certainly not the reason why I'm doing this. I do it for the love of it. But obviously that ultimately you want to make a profession from doing your music. But I think that the secret in London is to get in with several promoters. You'll often find that a promoter will be doing gigs, on 2 or 3 venues around London. So if you can get in with 1 or 2 promoters, then you certainly can put a good few dates in the calendar. So, but certainly as a solo artist, I still go out with my guitar and do acoustic gigs, and it's a lot easier because you can just turn up anywhere and take your guitar, and there's no worry about bringing amps or a drum kit or anything else. But it certainly is with the band that I I really feel at ease performing. That's where I want to be. I think that's where my music shines with a full band. I'd love to do more gigs outside the UK, maybe go to Germany or Scandinavia, because I think in many ways there's more of a market out there for the country sound that I have, certainly.
Yeah, now, you did a show at Café de Paris recently, I understand, and sort of stole the show a bit.
Yeah, I did. That was back in February, and that was fantastic because it's such a wonderful venue. It's a Grade 2 listed building, so it kind of feels like the Moulin Rouge when you're going in. So the setting is great, and I had a big crowd there, and it was just awesome. The sound was fantastic. The atmosphere was great. So it was definitely one of my highlight gigs so far, and I'd love to play there again. It's an awesome venue.